Welcome back. Well, you never know what life will throw at you, especially when the unexpected happens. That's the story of our next guest, whose experiences led her to start a financial planning firm. Tiffany Noto, founder of ProGen Financial Consulting, is here, along with her daughter, Ella, to talk about the importances of financial planning. Welcome, ladies.
Thanks for having us today.
Of course.
We're very excited.
Yeah, we're excited to learn more about financial planning, a very important topic. But first of all, what made you start ProGen Financial? Let's start there.
So I've always had a deep love for helping people. And it was apparent that, of course, a lot of people need financial guidance and help. So
of course they do.
That was one of the things that one of the reasons why I'd started it. And then the other was I unfortunately lost my parents at a very young age, and it taught me a few specific things. One being that it's crucial in having somebody there that you can trust to help you with your finances, and unfortunately I didn't have that. So it's very difficult for me to manage at a young age finances. The other is, of course, that things happen unexpectedly, that life has no script. And so that's why at ProGen, we make sure that a plan is in place in case that something does unexpectedly happen, that the finances are in place.
Are in check.
Yeah, exactly.
And can you speak to just how everyone's finances are different, and to not be intimidated, to have a professional take a look at them?
Exactly, because I always said, I've been asked, what is your average client? And we really don't have an average client in any way, because it's young families, it's businesses, those who are ready to retire, those that want a second opinion. It's all over the spectrum, and that's why we specialize in debt reduction, retirement planning, and business consulting, because there's so many different things involved in determining a plan, and everybody has unique needs and goals.
Right, but the core principles of your firm are the same, right, for all clients?
Yes, and that is 3 core principles that help us establish lifelong relationships with our clients, and that's accountability, transparency, and authenticity.
Okay, perfect.
And so accountability, that's there to make sure that our clients' best interest is done that way for us.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah, so you just want to make sure that
the client's best correct. Yeah.
Right.
So for me, it's if I don't act in the client's best interest, I can actually lose my license, where others' standards aren't as high based off of your license in the financial industry. So at ProGen, we strive to make sure that our client's best interest is at hand before our own.
Okay, wonderful. So what kind of separates you from other financial planners and wealth management agents and firms?
Sure. So the difference there is that it's primarily male dominated. And so I definitely wanted to change that and get women more involved. And also, in the industry, there's independent versus captive firms.
Okay.
Independent, which is interesting, like myself, is that not only do we look out for the client's best interest, but the fees and the products, they're not high like they can be in a captive industry, and we have products that will fit specifically for the client's needs and goals. So on the captive end, it's, hey, this is the type of product, this is gonna fit everybody. And for us, there's not one size fits all approach in any manner.
Sure.
So I think that's important. Understanding what independent versus captive, what firm you're working with. And also, I've noticed that a lot of firms will charge extensive high fees for a financial plan, where for us that's not the case, and we will give you the plan after it's been constructed.
You're working with people's budgets.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, so Ella, tell us, what financial tips would you like to share with us today?
Number one.
Invest
in yourself.
Okay, so that's investing in yourself. So can you elaborate for me why that's important?
Yes, so the biggest investment a person has easily accessible to them is themselves. I say that because you really need to have a budget, you need to have a plan in place, and is there anything else there?
A budget, a plan in place.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah. There's a lot to think about.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many things that I want to touch on in just a little time. But yeah, you definitely want to have a budget in place, but you also want to have a mentor or an advisor to go to that at least will give you the minimal, at least at minimum. Because I know a lot of clients will come in and say, that's why I hired you. You have the investment knowledge. But for me, I think it's important to find somebody that's going to help you, give you some knowledge, even investment strategies, things like that, so that way you can protect yourself and know, hey, this person's looking out for my best interest.
Okay, and so Ella, what's tip 2?
Get rid of bad habits.
Get rid of bad habits. Okay.
Yes, so you need to, with getting rid of bad habits, everybody, I think, is spending. That's the biggest thing, right, in corporate America, and consumer spending. So what I always recommend is watch what you're spending, and make sure that what you're taking, you're not spending as much as you're taking in.
Right. Credit cards are not your friends.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's very important, to kind of reduce the spending. That way, you're reducing debt and you're growing your overall assets.
Okay. And then we have a third tip for our viewers, right? Okay. Keep writing it. Tell us what it is, though. What's our third tip?
Don't put all your eggs in the same basket.
Okay, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Unless it's Easter, right?
Unless
it's Easter. Okay, so explain that last tip.
Okay, yeah, so it's important. Diversity is an integral part of financial planning. So, and there's so many rates and tools that are changing in our financial industry. And so, you may have a brother or sister or a friend that says, hey, I'm using this strategy and it's great, it's performing well, or I'm using this tool, and it may not always be the best strategy to fit your unique needs and goals. And so part of what I always have said is that it takes a lot of dedication and understanding to come up with the proper method. So being patient might actually help you in the long run, actually sitting down and saying, hey, this is what we need to do to help your financial future.
All right, thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you.
So if you're ready to get your finances in order, call Tiffany at ProGen Financial for a complimentary consultation to discuss your plan. There's the number on your screen, or you can visit our website, progenfinancial.com. Now coming up, tequila and tacos are so popular, why not celebrate the iconic duo festival style? Plus, we'll have details on Agave Week and Top Taco right after the break, so make sure you stick with us.